Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I want to talk about Fox Sports. Now their portion season obviously ended at North Wilkesboro. They're on Prime now, but I don't know what I'm going to title this. I just want to talk about Fox Sports. So, the Fox versus Prime thing, so... instead of bashing, I'm gonna bash Fox anyways, but sure, there's things they can't control, like the commercials. Well, or NASCAR can't control that, but they just need to fix so many things, like the camera angles, like bad camera shots at the worst possible times when there's shit happening on the track. The sound, isn't that great. The graphics, the cartoons, the booth chemistry isn't great. Just more stuff to fix. It's been said after every Fox portion of the season for I don't know how many years now, and has only gotten progressively worse as time goes on. It's become clear that great broadcast is no longer a priority to them. It's just too many commercials as well. But they just got, if you go side by side, like for Talladega, for example, 2 commercials and last 15 laps, and yeah, they do control that. I get you gotta have commercials, but at least go side by side. I mean, at least that's better than not missing. At least that's better than having full screen commercials and missing shit that happens. It's just, we've been telling Fox for years what we want to see out of their broadcasts, and they refuse to listen. Instead, we get called keyboard warriors. Yeah, excuse us for wanting the broadcast to be better. And for the reference, I'm talking about Mike Joy. It was a few years ago. They were on the commercial break. He said something, last commercial break for you keyboard warriors. Yeah, excuse us for wanting the broadcast to be better. It's difficult to stay invested in a race when the broadcast is downright terrible. I didn't think the Charlotte race in the Coke 600 was the greatest, for example. I thought it was a solid race, and you didn't miss shit that happened, and the booth was actually invested. When the race is boring for Fox and the booth isn't any better, yeah, you're not going to get a better race. It's the simple things like getting rid of the cartoons of the drivers, or not getting the worst camera shots ever, or the booth being more energetic. That's why everyone was praising Prime. And also because they actually had a pre-race show and a 1 hour post-race show. I know Fox obviously can't do a 1 hour pre-race. Well, they could do a 1 hour pre-race, but they don't want to do it. And obviously there's other shows you have on Fox after it, but is it really that much of a priority over doing post-race, like a post-race show, doing interviews with the top 5 or 10, and shit like that? Is this that difficult to do? Because Prime does way better already. Look, I get what Larry Mack was saying. You watch the DBC podcast. I get his argument that window limitations on why they can't have longer pre- and post-race shows. But even with that in mind, there's a reason why NBC, even with the same constraints, have been viewed much more positively than Fox, for example. It all comes down to the presentation and the tone, and they just don't have the presentation or the tone anymore. Fox used to be really good. It's fallen way, way off. It's just, even with that in mind, they should provide it on their new streaming service starting next season, because Prime proved there is an audience for it. We shouldn't just have to rely on guys and they're great reporters, for example, Lance Carl Brock, Jeff Gluck, Jordan Bianchi. They're great people, for example, a bunch of people I follow for NASCAR stuff, but we should have a pre- and post-race show, so we just don't have to rely on that just to go on Twitter. And Fox chooses pre-race over the post-race, and it's awful, because most of the time, we don't need long pre-race races. They're just there just isn't enough storylines and happenings with limited practice. NBC always uses some sort of post-race because they don't use the pre-race window because there's not enough interesting things to really talk about. It's a Fox problem because they did been so much, like, for instance, bumping NASCAR for the UFL of all things. And Fox gives a vibe they're just doing the broadcast with average effort. Fox can't even compete with CW in the Xfinity series, so... The CW even has a good booth, so... I don't see how Fox can't get a good fucking booth. I don't. And I think it is a fair fight. Like, you take out the post-race... Prime had better production, better sound, more lively announcers, pretty good the camera work was way better, solid crew, the picture was better from green to checker in comparison. Prime won big. I get why he can't say that though, because he obviously works for Fox. But I'm just giving my opinion. And I know a lot of people probably, and you have your boomers that aren't going to watch Prime because they're like, oh, it's money, you take it off TV. Yeah, you pay for cable to watch the races on FS1, on Fox, NBC, TNT, USA. You pay to watch the races on cable. And if you don't want to watch, well, there's actually a 30-day free trial you could get, but people are too lazy and too stubborn to do it. And people are like, oh, who has Prime? Yeah, a bunch of people have Prime. How many people have Prime? I'm looking it up right now. How many people have Prime? Well, apparently over 220 million. This was as of late 2024, early 2025. The number of Prime members is estimated at 180 million. There are over 220 Amazon Prime members worldwide. So... Some of you should just, NASCAR fans should get Prime. If some older people, I've looked at comments, can do it, you can do it too. But anyways, it's just, apart from the issue of commercials, and even though there's more Fox can do, he's just not addressing the real complaint. What we get is just much worse. Like, you don't really get, like, in-depth, like, that much in-depth analysis. The camera angles, like, there's a bunch of shit you miss on Prime. They actually showed Tyler Reddick wrecking. If Fox was broadcasting, he wouldn't have shown us that. Riley Herbst on the pit road, they caught that live. Fox would have missed it. And obviously I get why he can't say anything because he works for Fox, but still. Fox is always worried about the top, like, 5 drivers, while Prime was looking, like, to find battles on track. Like, for not just top 5, but like top 10, top 15. It's just the quality of the broadcast and how Fox makes the sport love it. The day after, they put a video of Kevin Harvick using the words of the week. Look, I like Kevin Harvick, but that shit's ridiculous. Like, you're basically just making it look like a joke. And look, the sport is what we complain about, and how Fox makes the sport is what we complain about. Look how seriously Prime make NASCAR look versus how dumb Fox shows the sport. I mean, there was a video of words of the week. The whole clip describes exactly what it feels to watch a Fox broadcast. Just dumb bits filled with uninteresting commentary, zero enthusiasm for the sport, posting this like it's something to be proud of, and it's something the fans would enjoy. No. And then, Fox executive. Some Fox executive. So, it was some dude, Michael Mulvihill. Fuck your name. You don't deserve to have your name pronounced correctly. He basically said, this has become predictable spin. Anytime an event moves to a streamer, it's easy to lose when you lose 5 older people, for every 1 younger viewer you gain. The Coke 600 last year, 1854 gained 147k, and he tweeted 55 plus, lost 730k. Just put the fries in the fucking bag, man. Yeah, let's look at Fox's rating compared to 20 years ago. Yeah. Kind of like how you managed to spend years of worth of failures and failing viewership numbers while completely ignoring the fan feedback. Your product on Fox Sports is fucking garbage. Just admit your product's terrible, commit to making it better, and move on. The fact that you and all of Fox had to make statements is constantly defending your own broadcast is telling of its own a day after the the day the numbers come out. Fix your fucking broadcasts, because they fucking suck. My God. They're lifeless, childish, zero flow or chemistry to the personalities you have. I swear, man. This is Fox's insights and analytics guy. I'll give you a counterpoint there, Mr. Michael Mulvill Hill. My counterpoint is NASCAR on Fox is fucking garbage. There's my counterpoint. Streaming has been around for I don't know how long. But I was looking at comments, someone said their 73-year-old father was able to watch it. I don't get what is so difficult about getting streaming services. I don't get it. If Fox had half-decent coverage, he wouldn't need to make a fucking counterpoint and get on Twitter. And if they were able to get a younger audience, they could sell more expensive commercials. Shocker. Fox tries to shut things down as fans are super excited about a different coverage. Just shut the fuck up. Fox executive getting defensive because everyone thinks Prime just raised the bar for NASCAR coverage. Color me shocked. The fact that Fox execs feel the need to defend their coverage after one race on Amazon Prime, that's very telling. And they're going to get more and more viewers. And I guess you could say he's right, but is him being right better for the sport or worse? Keep the 4 older people and lose the one new young fan? 20 years, what's better? Oh, you should keep that young fan. Maybe if Fox had better coverage. I understand this is venting from Fox from top to bottom, but it's been unacceptable for years. Larry McReynolds, I like him, I'll be a fan of his, and I blame none of this on him, because he's just I don't even know what his role is over there on Fox. I'm just expressing my frustration. Like, not to mention the audio mixing, Prime knocks it out of the park. Harvick using the slang, and overall the booth doesn't sound excited. Like, cameras missing action all over the track. Like, they've missed flips in the past. And a lead change at Gateway in 2024 is looking at a fan full screen. The point is, we don't expect it. The point is, we don't expect it from Fox. But NBC is in the same spot as Fox, and we celebrate every year when they take it over. So the frustration with Fox are not simply about the handcuffs the broadcasts have on because they're on a network. The fans give real criticism that gets ignored. And we get called keyboard warriors. And how does the industry miss the actual point on everything? It's not the pre- and post-race coverage. Hell, it's not even the entire commercials, although they're horrendous. It's just lack of awareness, the incompetence on the broadcast. Prime took it seriously and thus gave the fans a professional broadcast where Fox consistently insults the fans and talent by focusing on the humor. Like, yes, I like humor, but I want you to actually call the race and give us some excitement. Like, I would rather have the younger viewers than the people 55 plus. And I guarantee you, most of those people are just too lazy and too stubborn to get on a streaming service when there's a 30-day free trial. But I have seen people say they're probably 70-something-year-old dads or grandmas or whatever are streaming these. You can do it too, like I've said. Like, I don't... Oh, they're losing the 55 plus. Ooh. Yeah, I'd rather have a competent race broadcast and lose every 55 plus while gaining a couple younger people that will maybe enjoy it. Just admit to the defeat, man. But yeah, Fox Sports is garbage. That's really all I say. Peace.